Good evening, everyone. This is BremSter, and today I'm coming to you with the first of the BremSter birthday puzzles. I've been told another one is coming, so I'm hoping that actually happens and I don't look like an idiot. So this is BremSter Royalty by Raumplaner, and thank you for sending this one through. I'm assuming because it looks like a crown. So yay. Before I get onto the puzzle, I would like to thank a new paid Patreon who's jumped on board on my Patreon page, Andrew Lenevy. So thank you for jumping on board. Sorry about the absolute butchering of your name there. So I really do appreciate it. Now, on my Patreon page, it is now possible to join for free, where I will be posting community updates. And you may think, well, why would I do that? So on my Patreon page, I'm hoping to post things like when people release packs, I will make a page where people can both go and find those collections where the packs have been posted. So you'll be able to always go there and find those. And I'm also hoping to have the ability for people to post comments there and start discussion threads so people can actually talk about those things. So when an item happens or something happens in the Sudoku community, we often talk about it on Discord, but Discord is very point in time. So when you're talking about something on Discord, if you're wanting to go back and talk about a pack that was released 18 months ago, it's almost impossible to do that because where were those announcement posts? And it's just impossible to find stuff from 18 months ago on Discord unless it's been stored in an archive or there's a channel for it. And that very happens. So at least with this, if you put a comment in and people have I'm wanting to try and make it that this stuff doesn't get lost. So with that, I'm hoping that I'm just trying it out. And also, as people give me news, if people tell me about a pack that's been released or about something that's coming up that's relevant to the Sudoku community, I will make a post about it. Not all of the posts that have been made now they're all by me because it's my Patreon, but they're not signed by me. For example, there was a Sandra Anala post that was made recently for a Sandra Anala pack that's coming out. And that allowed me to post in their name. They wrote the post, they published it, it's all of their work, and I was able to put that up and people can talk about it there. So that's something I'm trying to do. And whether people jump on board or not, it's up to them. It's free. That's what I want to do. But Raumplaner made a puzzle for me called BremSter Royalty, and I want to look at that now. So you may ask, why 2 days? So my wife, Felene, and I, we have back-to-back birthdays, and we decided very early on that we were going to celebrate it as one big event. It's also my wedding anniversary. Again, we've decided to make a big deal of this and celebrate it as one big event. Now, we don't really actually care. We don't celebrate our birthdays that much, but it gives us an excuse to go do something special. So why not? So let's have a look at BremSter Royalty by Raumplaner. So normal Sudoku rules apply. So in every box, in every row, and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. Cells separated by a black dot have 1 to 2 ratio. Cells separated by a white dot must be consecutive. Not all dots are necessarily given. So it'd be perfectly fine for these cells to be in a 1 to 2 ratio or a white dot or consecutive or both. That is fine. Adjacent digits on the beige parity line must have a different odd even parity. So these two dots will be, or these two digits will have a different odd even parity. These two digits will have a different odd even parity. We've got each letter. There is BREMSTER represents a distinct digit. So we know, for example, that these two are the same digit because R is the same digit. These two are the same digit, but we also know that these are different because B and T must be distinct digits. I'm going to restart the puzzle to restart my timer. Let's give this a shot. Now, I'm going to start by colouring this parity line because we know this must be parity A, let's call it green, and this must be parity B, let's call it purple. This must always alternate because this now must be green because these two must be different, then this must be purple. So we must always alternate along this line, odd, even, odd, even. Now, I don't know which one is which yet, but I do know that those will always have the same parity. Now, anything along a white dot must be different parity. You can't have two consecutive digits of the same parity. These must be green because they are consecutive with purple. So these must be green. So these are all the same parity. These must alternate along the line. So these will be purple because this is green, purple, green, purple, green, purple. Consecutive with purple is green. So this must be green, this must be green, but alternating along the line, this must be green, purple, green, purple, green. So those are green. These become purple. And that gets us these black dots, which now must have the same parity. Now, I now know that purple is even. And how do I know that? Well, and I'm going to use my normal coloring now. Purple must be even because these are the same parity. But on a black dot, you must have a low digit and an even digit because one digit must be double the other. Why? Because if you double a digit, 1 doubles to 2, 2 doubles to 4, 3 doubles to 6, 4 doubles to 8. So the 1 doubling to 2, you will always, when you double something, it is always going to be something times by 2, the times 2 is always going to be even. So the 2, 4, 6, 8, that is always the double of 1, 2, 3, 4, is the even digit. And if one of the digits on this is even, because these have the same parity, they are both even. That's just the way that's going to work. So these are your 2, 4, 6, sorry, these are your 2, well, actually, I'm just going to keep coloring. Those are your 4 even digits. So these are all odd. These are your 4 even digits. These are all odd. These are your 4 even digits. These are all odd. I now have 5 odd digits in this row. So these are all even. I've got 4 even in this box. These are all odd because there's only 4 even digits. I've got the 5 odd in this box. These are both even. I've got the 4 even in this row. These are both odd. I've got the 4 even in this row. These are both odd. I've got 5 odd in this box. These are both even. I've got 5 odd in this box. These are both even. E and R are both even. So R is even. That's all 4 evens in this row. So these are all odd. Now I can almost see, I've got all 4 evens in this column. So this is odd. Odd. If I color wrong, I'm going to fall apart very quickly. Okay, I probably need to do some more work now. Now these, I could include 8. I've got all 5 odds in that box. Those are even. I've got all 5 odds in that column. That is even. And now I think I'm running out. S, E, R are even, but I don't know about B. B could, because I've only got 3 letters that are even. But anyway, so let's look at these. These are 2, 4, 6, and 8. Now, I can't put 6 on this black dot because it would have to go with 3, which is odd. So 6 is in one of those two. The same here is 6 is in one of those two because these are 2, 4, 6, and 8, but I can't put 6 on the black dot. So 6 is in one of these two. Down here, this is 2, 4, 6, and 8, but I can't put 6 on the black dot. So 6 is in one of these two. Now, where is 6 in this top row? I can't put it there, I can't put it there. 6 is in one of those two, which I could have got from the fact that this is 2, 4, 6, 8, and I can't put 6 in one of those two. Now, 6 is in one of these two. So one of these is 5, 7. Can I put 5, 7 there? I think I can. Because then this would be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and that would work. There's probably something going on here. Yeah. It's going to come down to the letters, surely. Like, well, actually, these have to be 2 and 8. because these are even digits at the end of a run of consecutive digits. So if I was to, how does this run of consecutive digits work? It has to go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If I was to put 4 here, how would that work? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I couldn't continue. 9, that would have to be 10, and it's the same here. So these are 2 and 8. I'm trying to think how to express that in another way. This run of consecutive digits kind of forces it. These are 4 and 6. Between 4 and 6 is 5. These become 3 and 7, and these become 1 and 9. Now, E is 2 or 8, so this has to be 2 or 8. It's not 4 or 6. So this becomes the 6. There's no 6 here. This becomes the 6, which means this is 5 or 7. 2 or 8, which means this is 1, 3, 7, or 9. That's not that helpful. Four is on this dot with either 2 or 8. That makes sense. 4 must be on this dot. Right, that's been there for a while. With 2, 4, 8, it must contain a 4. With 2, 4, 8, it must contain a 4. So I can't put 4 in any of those or any of those. So 4 is in one of those two. So this can't be... Wait, yeah, there's no 4 there, but there's no black dot here. For a minute there I was panicking because 4 has to be in one of those. There's no 4 in those. Can I put a 2 there? I can't put a 2 here because how would that work? One of these would have to be a 1 and I can't put 1 in any of those. There's no 1 here and I can't put 8 here either because if I put 8 here, one of these would be 9 and I go 8, 9, 10 or 8, 9, 10. This is the 6. There's no 6 here. And these are 5 and 7, which means these are 4 and 8. There's no 2 here, and these are 3 and 9. This is cool. So these are 1 and 2. This is very, very cool. But E is 2 or 8, which I've got. M and T are the odd digits I've got. S, E, and R. Well, this is 2, 4, or 8. So this is 2, 4, or 8, but I'm not sure what that's doing. It does mean 6 is in one of these two. Six is in one of these two, interestingly enough, because it can't be in any of the odd digits. It can't be in any of these, so it's in one of those two. Similarly, it's in one of those two, but... Okay, what am I missing here? What am I missing here? So these are different digits, but I'm not sure that's telling me anything. If this was even, it wouldn't be S, E, or R. R is one of those. R in this box is one of those two. I'm not... R is one of those two. So R is one of those two. No, R is right here. This, if I go into letter mode, is R. because R sees those two and that R sees that one. So that is R. So R is in one of those two. So R is 4 or 6 and it's not 6. That's really cool. So coming out of letter mode, R had to be here because this R sees those two even cells and that R sees that even cells, but R is even. So this has to be R. So now where is R in this box? It has to be one of those two. So it's either 4 or 6, but R is not 6. So R is 4, R is 4, R is 4. Which means this is not the 4, this is the 4. S is not 4, so this is the 4, which means this is the 6, this is the 4, 3, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. That's very cool. E is now 2, which means this is not 7 or 9, this is 1 or 3. The 6 looks up saying that's not the 6, this is the 6, so this is 2 or 8. This is 2 or 8, S is 2 or 8. These are 6, 8. These are 2, 6. Well, if this is 2, 6, this is the 8 and this is the 6. These are 2 and 8, giving me a 2, 8 in the column, which makes sense. This is 2 or 6. Well, this sees 2, 4, and 8. So this is the 6. So this is the 2. This is the 6. This is the 2. The 2 looks back making that the 8, which makes that the 2, which makes that the 8, which looks up making that the 2, which makes that the 8. This sees 4, 6, and 8. So that's the 2, which means that's not the 2. This is a 4, 8 pair. The 2 here makes this the 1, which is odd. Now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 odds, so this is even, making it the 2. I've got 4 evens, so this is odd. Now it couldn't have been the 6 anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 odds, this is even, which means, well, the 2 comes out of here, so this is also a 4, 8 pair. This becomes the 6. There's an 8 in one of those two. The 1 looks down, making that the 9, which jumps over, making that the 1. This is a lot of fun. This is so much fun. These are 1, 3, and 5. Oh, the 8 here makes this 2. So these are 1 and 3. So 1, 3, 5, 7. This is a 9. So these are 5, 7, and 9. M is 1 or 3. Now hang on, 8 is S. So this can't be the 8 because S is 8, B isn't. So this is the 8, which is even. I'm probably going to want to get rid of the colouring. Now, soon. So 2, 4, 6, 8. This is the odd. Once I've got all of the colouring, this is the even. So these are 4 and 8. The 4 looks up making this the 8 and this the 4. Now, I've got all of the evens pencil marked now. I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 6 with the 4, 8 pair, 4, 8 pair, 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8. All of the colouring is done. So I'm actually going to get rid of all of the colouring. So this is an odd triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These are 3, 5, and 7. 9 is in one of those two. Now, I possibly would have been better off keeping the colouring, but I was finding it a little overwhelming. It's just the way I do it. You may want to keep the colouring. Now, probably it's this row or this one. As soon as I get a digit on this row, the whole thing's going to fall apart. So if this is 8, this is 7 or 9, but it can be. Well, this can't be a 9 anymore, or could never have been. When I put the 5, 7, 9 in, I should never have put the 9 there. The 9 is in here. It's never here. And the 2 is consecutive, so this is never 5. This is 1 or 3, giving me a 1-3 pair, which makes that the 9, which means this is the 8, which means this is the 4, this is the 8, this is the 4. Now I'm only working with odd digits, but between 8 and 6 is 7, so this is the 5, this is the 3. 8 is next to 7 or 9, but there's a 5-7 pair, so that's the 9. 4 is next to 3 or 5, but there's a 1-3 pair, so that's the 5. There's no 5 here. This is a 3-7 pair, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is 1 and 5. But the 1 is looking up. That's the 5, that's the 1. Well, I need to put a 1 in this column. It has to go here because I can't put it consecutive with a 6. This box, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, this is a 7. This is now a pair, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is a 3-9 pair. So this has to be 5-7, 5 or 7. Not there yet, but I'm getting there. Not sure what I've missed. Because I think I've done all the dots, haven't I? Actually, this even, MTB, those need to be distinct digits. Not sure what that's doing for me yet. 5 is in one of those two. That's not. Oh, this 9 is looking up saying that's not the 9. This is the 9. Need to put a 1 in here. Well, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a 7. So there's no 7 in here. This is a 3-5 pair. And with that being a 3-5 pair, this is the 1, which looks down making that the 3, which takes 3 out of those. That's a 1-5 pair. Hang on. Oh, the 7 looks up, making that the 3 and that the 7. That was an easier way of doing it. The 3-5 pair. So this is from 3-5-7, but there's no 5 in it. So these are 1-3-7, being the odd digits that I haven't placed in the column already. These are just from 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Well, 5 is in one of those two because 5 is here, so it can't be there. 5 is here, so it can't be there. 5 is in one of those two. 1, oh, hang on. I've broken the puzzle. That's wrong. Why do I have just 3 and 7 in there? Yeah, sorry, I got this wrong. That 7, of course, made this 5, which jumps back, making that the 3 and that the 5. This is a 1. I got that wrong because that takes 1 out of both of those, but the 3 here means that M has to be 1, and I can't put 1 or 3 in here, but there is no 1 or 3 in here. But now these 1s look down, making this the 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is the 9. 9 comes out of here. The 1 looks over here, making that the 5 and that the 1. The 5 looks across, making that the 7, which means that's the 5 and that's the 9. The 7 looks across, making that the 3 and that the 7. The 1 makes this the 3. This column, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 9, because I already had all the odds. So these have to be 3 and 5. There's a 5 here, making this the 3 and this the 5. The 3 looks across, making this the 9 and this the 3. The 5 made that the 7. And the 7 or the 9 can look across, making that the 9 and that the 7. And that is the correct solution to BremSter royalty, and I can get rid of the colouring because I should do that, which re-triggered the solution. Okay, fine. That was a lot of fun. That was really, really cool. It was a nice, beautiful parody opening. The letters and the disambiguation with using the odd even worked really well. It's got my name in it, and the usage of the the dots here, once these were the same parity, which was fairly obvious if you think about it, but them being the same parity, you have to put an even digit on a black dot. I probably, if I'd thought about it for just a minute longer rather than continuing to colour the lines, would have seen that this has to be different parity to this, but this has to be different parity to this. These are the same parity, so these were automatically even, and I probably could have coloured the whole grid even odd to start with. Very, very cool. Nice, beautiful coffee break puzzle for my birthday. Thank you very much. I am expecting another birthday puzzle, so I'm going to leave tomorrow's slot and hope. I've been told it's coming. Yeah, hoping. Thank you everyone so much for the birthday puzzles. I normally get more birthday puzzles than I can feature, so we'll see how I go. I am so blessed. Thank you everyone, and yeah, as always, good luck with your solving.